It's Thursday in the garage and the market is running like a twin turbo build with one problem. The fuel gauge is lying. Bitcoin is sitting at 96,700, Solana is 144, Ethereum is 350. And the story this morning is not price, it's trust. Wall Street is treating Bitcoin like pristine collateral, not a tech stock, not a gamble, a vault. 3 straight days of spot ETF inflows, about $1.7 billion. BlackRock's IBIT pulling in $648 million in a single day. That's not retail. That's institutions' parking size. At the same time, Ethereum is bleeding, outflows keep hitting, and the ETH to BTC ratio is getting dragged behind the truck. ETH is caught in the middle. Bitcoin has the monetary premium, Solana has the speed and retail energy, and ETH is stuck trying to be both. Now, zoom out. Why is the hard asset complex so hot? Because the market is sniffing something bigger. Confidence in the system is wobbling. The headline that matters is the one nobody wants to touch: Fed independence. Reports of prosecutors looking into Powell over renovation budgets, whether that's real, political, or a nothing burger. Markets are reading it as pressure on the institution. And when the Fed looks political, the dollar looks shakier. That's why you're seeing Bitcoin bid and gold ripping at the same time. It's not just inflation, it's a don't trust the denominator trade. And while all that's happening, the AI machine just threw down a receipt. TSMC beat, real numbers, real demand, 3 nanometer chips becoming a real chunk of revenue. That's the opposite of an AI bubble popping, that's the foundation getting poured. Then OpenAI signs a major compute deal with Cerebras, 750 megawatts of inference power. Translation, the race is shifting from who has the biggest model to who can serve it the fastest. Speed becomes the moat. Now watch the rotation. Oil just cooled off, war premium getting sold, and that money tends to flow right back into growth. Semis, infrastructure, risk assets. But Thursday has landmines too. TrueBit got exploited, $26 million gone. Token basically zero. That's a reminder that smart contract risk is still alive. Flight to quality is real. Blue chip DeFi survives. Long tail protocols get smoked. And on the narrative battlefield, Solana is swinging at Starknet publicly, FDV versus users. Whether the numbers are exaggerated or not, the damage is narrative. In this market, attention is a weapon. So here's the garage read. Bitcoin has the cleanest setup. Inflows plus shrinking exchange supply equals squeeze conditions. 96,700 is not the finish line. It's the staging lane. Everyone's watching the 100,000 break like it's a quarter-mile clock. Solana is strong, but it's priced like a winner. Still a beast, but you don't chase late entries. Ethereum. Until the flows reverse, treat it like dead weight in the trunk. It can wake up fast, but you need a trigger, not hope. Today's rule, follow the money, not the mouth. If the Fed narrative escalates, hard assets get another leg. If semis catch a bid on TSMC, risk on gets traction. And if more hacks hit, the market narrows into the strongest names. Garage Gang, keep it simple. Trust the flows, respect the traps, and don't get emotional over candles. And if you haven't already, check out gurusiptogarage.guru. Engines hot, safety off, let it rip.